Hey everybody, I'm going to show you how to make a solid motor mount. First I went and bought a brand new motor mount because you can see inside there it has I don't know what you'd call that, casting spot. I don't know, but I prefer to use stock motor mounts that are brand new, but you can use used ones if you want. Either way it still works the same. You want to tape the back side off just in case any excess goes through, which on this one it shouldn't, but sometimes it does. Then, here we go, I'll show you. First you want to get some window sealer from 3M. It's auto glass urethane windshield adhesive. Once it hardens into a really strong, hard urethane. It's almost like polyurethane, but it's not. It's what they call a semi-solid. So it'll be hard enough to make it stiff, and it won't be too hard to vibrate everything loose in the car. So, here we go. After you get it to that point, you're going to want to get some water. I usually spit on my finger, but that's gross. And put it on your finger, and you can kind of form it a little bit so you can pack it down in there a little bit better. Make it look a little better too. Just smear it all around. Make sure there's no real big air gaps or anything like that. Might have to add more water. Oh, a little too much water there. Just makes it easier to mold. Alright, now that side's done, you're going to want to kind of dry up a little bit of that water. You're going to want to duct tape this side up a little bit so that you can do the same thing to the other side. It just helps when you tape this side up so you don't get it on the ground or whatever. Take the tape off this side. And as you can see, none came through because it's a brand new mount. Then you're going to want to do the same thing to this side. Make sure to shove it all the way down in there so you can fill it up from the bottom to the top. Try not to get an air bubble because it tears the mounts apart faster when you have air bubbles. Just try to make sure it's all filled in real good. And then get a little more water. Start molding this side in. It's really messy stuff, so be careful not to get it on you or your clothes or whatever you want to keep, because it's pretty nasty stuff. It's not so easy to clean off either when you go to wash your hands. Best thing I found was a little soap pad. They're really rough and you can scrub your hands with them, but I don't recommend scrubbing your arms with them. It really hurts if you do. Found out the hard way. But that's pretty much all you need to do to make some solid motor mounts. Dry time is usually 3 days, but sometimes you can get away with it sooner. It just depends what the conditions are, the weather, the temperature, and so on. But if you're going to put a heater on it, I prefer having it out in well ventilated area, because fumes get pretty obnoxious. So that's pretty much all it is to make your own solid motor mount. You can do this with trail arm bushings, lower control arm bushings, and so on. Works pretty good, makes it solid enough to give you a noticeable difference in torque to the ground, but not enough to vibrate every bolt in your car loose. So this is another alternative to solid motor mounts, and it's cheap because this was like, I think, $10 at Napa. It's $25 for the NASCAR version, which makes no difference to me. So that's pretty much it. So if you have any questions or comments, subscribe and ask me, and I'll try to help you as soon as I can. Alright, thanks.